Excuse me. Excuse me. All right. I got T-Threat going. T-Threat, that's his name. Not T-Rex, T-Threat. Timer, dinosaur, egg. Triple threat, T-Threat. So the thing about this is, you can all have one on Amazon. Go get yourself a T-Threat. It's good. It's a good thing to have. All right, so today is back, shoulders, biceps, and legs. And I want you to know that I've read through some of the questions, and thank you so much for asking questions. And I got answers, and I want to answer you. I'm going to do it at the end, though. I'm going to do it at the end. We got a whole lot of stuff to get through. And I don't want to talk so much like I've been doing, because I recognize that if you're going to have a gym buddy that doesn't do anything besides talk, that's not much of a gym buddy. But I will say this. That's what I want to be, right? I want to be your gym buddy. Just know that if you're working out and you want someone to be there with you so you're not doing it alone, you need a little support, you need a little love, a little shove in the right direction. That's what I'm here for. Everything else besides that really is just me talking. I forgot my microphone. I forgot, it's right here. I forgot the microphone, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to be loud. I don't like to be loud, but I will do it so you can hear me. I think you can hear me. All right, shoulders, back, biceps, and legs. So the first thing I want to do, I used to do this as like a combination thing where I would do 2 exercises at once. I'm not doing that anymore. First thing I'm going to do, I'll show you from the side so you can see. When you bend over, make sure you bend over at your waist. Don't roll your back like a banana. Just try and keep your back straight, bend over at the waist. Here we go. Okay, there you go. That's the first thing. Now, because I don't think I'm strong enough to use those weights, these are just a little bit lighter. Keep your hands together if you can. If you have a bar, that might be better to use for these. Okay, so just so you know, at the end, I do have some stuff I want to say, but it's going to get deep. It's going to get deep, and you need to be prepared for that. Are you ready for that? I don't know if you are or not. It's going to get deep. Here's the next thing I want to do. I got to adjust the camera, sorry. All right. So, I'm going back to the positioning of my wrist that I always did these with from the very beginning. Recently I changed it so I held the weights like this. I'm going back to this for today. Just 1. Okay, so let's say I just did 5 of those, obviously. I always do one set on the live with you, and then when I finish the live, I do 2 more sets. I forgot to start my watch. We're good now. I just started it. We're good. No worries. So I've got these notes now. I think it's better, but also I think I'm wasting time trying to read my terrible handwriting. The reason I say this, somebody suggested that I list the workouts that I'm going to do so it's easier to follow along. I don't know what I'm going to do. I never know what I'm going to do. I know I'm doing shoulders, back, biceps, and legs, but whatever I do in that time, I don't know until I'm actually doing it. So sorry, I can't put a list out that says what I'm going to do because I think more than anything, I can't trust myself. All right, curls. Can't trust myself to follow it. Just ask Dezola Designs. I cannot be trusted. Thank God for Dezola. She's the only one holding this thing together. I don't know how many of these I've done. Oh, I'm going to do one more. Okay. And now, for me, I got to drop a little bit of weight to do these hammer curls. I want to point something out. I know guys are this way. I don't know if the ladies are this way or not, but guys, when you get in the gym, you feel like you got to pick up these big weights so you can be macho. I know, I'm a guy. You don't want to see some dude stand next to you lifting more weight than you because then you feel like you're less than that person. But the truth is, and this is something you can look into it on your own, all of the strongest people that I see, strongest looking people, most fit looking people, whether it be on YouTube or however I search to find more ideas for these workouts, shouldn't say all, some of them have a whole lot of weight in their hands, but a lot of them are not using real heavy weights. And you look at the way they look, you think, you clearly don't have to do that. So, again, form. The way that you do the workout is more important than how much weight you use. If you use too much weight, you don't have good form. You're not getting as much out of it as you would with less weight and good form. That's a fact. I know that for sure. So don't try to impress anyone at the gym. Nobody cares anyway. Nobody cares. Nobody's looking at you. They're all looking at their own self, trying to keep up with the rest of the Joneses. Don't do that. Don't worry about that. Get a good workout in. Do it effectively. That's all I'm saying. Who cares? Who cares what everybody else is doing? Let's do some shrugs. Ouch. Now I'm going to do some presses that are so deep in my head because I feel like I'm not doing them correctly. I'm going to try it again. There's no reason to stop trying, right? Just keep trying. All of us. We'll get there. All right, so there's 10 of those attempts at Arnold presses. Let me just see. So if I do that, so I really want to do Arnold presses, and I want to do them correctly because I see so many people doing them online. I know, thank you from Patreon. You have suggested them. You've tried so hard to teach me how to do it. And I want to do them because I think they're probably the best thing you can do. But I just did 3 reps like this, and then I turned my wrist and did 3 more like that, and I felt that too. So, just do something, I guess, right? Just do something. Here I am talking about form and how you use correct form and all that, and then I don't know how to do the workout myself. Thank you, everyone who chimed in to let me know that it's better to have the support than it is to have this thing straight up and down and lean back on it. Thank you. That makes perfect sense. I appreciate you. Right on. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, if we could get to a place where we can really interact with each other, that's what I want. I want to know you. I want you to know me. That's why we're here. And you can I promise you, without question, you all can teach me so much more than I can teach you. Please do that. Please. Okay, so we're going to do a couple more different things with curls. These, I'm doing them because I keep seeing people doing them. And I know they're doing something. Maybe I'm not using enough weight. I'm afraid to go any higher though, because then I think I'd really struggle. I don't think that I get as much out of this workout that I'm currently doing as I do the others for curls. But this one, I definitely get something out of this one every time. All right, tray. Don't spill the food and the drinks that you're carrying on your tray. Goodness. So that one I think is my favorite, but I want to show you one more thing. If you're in a gym, they probably have, I think they call it a preacher bench, whatever. Like a lot of times there's a chair you can sit on right here, and then you can do curls. Obviously I don't have that, but I do have this. And so if you have one of these, I know a lot of you don't. A lot of you aren't a member of a gym, but I've got way less weight on this because I know this, it just basically isolates everything. You cannot cheat when you do this. You can't. There's no way to cheat. So I really like these. But when you do this, you can really stretch out your bicep. Even at the bottom, like almost let the weight roll out of your hand. You can really, really feel it stretch. And it's really good. I don't know how many I just did. I'm not really trying to do 10 of these right now. I'm just trying to make you aware of this. I don't know if I have, I guess I do have weights that are heavy enough to make this effective for me. The jump between this weight and my next weight though might be too much. It might be too heavy. So I just wanted to show you that more than anything. As an option. What else am I doing here? I think maybe, oh, I know what we'll do. We'll do some of this stuff. Come on down here. Come on down here for a moment. We're gonna do some back stuff on the ground. And I have been using these, which are 25 pounds. I'm gonna use these, which are only 35 pounds. Never tried it. This might be a disaster. I don't know, but I'm trying it. Because if I can do it, why not? Get more out of it that way. All right, so we're doing this, and then we're gonna do shoulder taps. And then we're gonna do some legs. Here we go. Kind of a wide base with your feet so you can keep yourself from wobbling around. Or try, that's my goal anyway. Here we go. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Yeah, big difference there from what I've been doing. I really felt that in my abs, too. So, maybe we will, I don't think it does anything bad. I don't think it's bad. But we definitely want to do that on days where we're doing shoulders, back, buys, and abs. Because it definitely works your abs. Anyway, touch your shoulders. Okay, 16. Again, no idea why I've chosen that. But that's how many of those I do. 3 sets. 3 sets of all this stuff, you know that. 1 here and then 2 on your own. Let's do some legs. And we get through these pretty quickly. There's not a whole lot of stuff that I have for these. Starting, we're gonna start with squats. Ready? So with squats, I want you to think about this while you're doing them. Feet just a little bit wider than shoulder width. I got my toes pointed out a little bit. Try and keep the weight on your heels. Your back straight. Of course you gotta bend, but bend at your waist. And really, for me especially, because I don't have a butt, I really think about my butt the entire time. And try to, now I'm gonna fall down because I don't have a weight counterbalance. I try to squeeze my butt cheeks the entire time. Speaking of butts, let's go. Let's do some butt raises. Let's do some butt raises. If you got a weight, go ahead and grab your weight. I don't know if I need to say this every time or not. I do say it every time because it worries me. Whatever you use, make sure you can't slide out from behind you or tip or anything like that. That would be horrible. So be careful. You want to do butt raises. You want to do butt raises. Let's do them. Just make sure you're doing it safely. Now I got so in my head about the thing tipping over. I'm afraid to get in the position myself. Oh, goodness. Get up here. All right. So, Here's how we begin. You definitely want to be straight. The goal, though, is to be a banana shape at the top. Really squeezing your butt cheeks. T-threat! Thanks, partner. All right, here we go. And then one more thing that just really, really works your butt cheeks. This is Ashley's. Ashley's come up with several really good workout ideas. Thank you, Ashley. I forget what you call these. Oh, I don't know. Donkey kicks. Let's do some donkey kicks. All right, all fours. And just kick like a donkey. Oh yeah, no doubt. Oh goodness, butt cheeks. I'm gonna grow a butt, everybody. I'm gonna be one of those people one day that can walk around with pants on with no belt. Right now, that doesn't exist in my life. If I don't have on a belt or suspenders or something, I can't hold pants on my body because I don't have a butt. I'm gonna get there though. Let's try and do some lunges. Oh, my butt. My butt knows I've been here today. Here we go. Oh, see? Careful now. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Toe raises. And then I'm getting deep. Then I'm getting real deep for a second. All right. Pigeon toed first. All right. That's a good start. I think if we do that, if we do 3 sets of everything I just did, that's going to be a good workout. So, here's where things get weird. Things have been weird the entire time, I know that. I just want to answer a question. And I'm not doing any more working out. So if you just came for that, thank you for being here. And we'll do it again tomorrow, 7:45 a.m. Good job. 2 more sets. Get them done and enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, so one of the questions that I got was, actually a couple of them. What's your favorite exercise to do and what is your least favorite? And I want to answer them both at the same time. I don't think that I have a favorite or a least favorite other than the ones we've all had fun making new names for, all that stuff. Anything, honestly, that I really feel is effective, like this butt exercise stuff that we just did, I definitely feel that. I like those because I know it's getting me where I want to be, right? Least favorite, I think that any part of it is good, right? And I think here's where you got to kind of think, like, maybe starting to slide into the deep at this point, right? So my perspective on this whole thing is not about I have to do this. Now it's time to go work out. Blech. No, I don't feel that way. I look at it as an opportunity to feel better. And I think the more that anybody does this, the more you recognize that that actually is what it is. It's not a job. It's not something that you have to do. It's more like something that you get to do. That's the way I feel about it. And I'm telling you, when you do it and you start seeing results, I think you're going to feel that way too. I almost promise you, for sure, you're going to feel that way. So when you have the perspective that I do, I don't really think about, what's my favorite, what's my least favorite. It's just, let's do this and hopefully do it correctly and get the benefits that it provides. So change your perspective if you can, and look at each different exercise as an opportunity to get you to where you want to be. To get you to where you want to be, that it's doing you a favor. It's helpful. It's not something that you want to look at as, I don't like this as much. Every bit of it is going to get you where you want to be. So try to look at it as something that you can appreciate and not have really an opinion on whether you like it or not. All of this as a whole. It's not about whether you like it or not. It's about, hey, I want to feel better. I want to enjoy my life. That's what this provides you the opportunity to achieve. I feel. It's worked for me. And remember, the reasons why I started doing this is because I saw people in my life that I truly care about and appreciate go from where they started to where they are now in the transition. Although not easy, they did it. And they are clearly happier, better people. You want that for your friends. You want that for yourself too. So there are a lot of other ways to grow and get stronger, obviously, than just working out and eating healthy. Right now, this is what I'm focused on. And hopefully you're enjoying it too. But where it gets even deeper, because I can't just answer a question, but this is something that I think is something. The first time I learned this, I thought, I don't like this. I don't like it at all. I do not like that. That's not cool. But I think that really, if I really, really think about it, it's probably true. If you look up this guy, is it Ron Crawford? I don't know what the first name is, but there's a psychologist named Crawford. There are a lot of people who have talked about this, right? Philosophers, psychologists, whatever. But the statement is, there is no such thing as a selfless act. And so people discuss, their views on that, right? And truthfully, I think I agree with that. There's nothing that we can do that is not selfish. Even if we're trying to help other people, if we see that we're helping other people, that makes us feel good, right? So ultimately, we're doing it for ourselves. We're doing it for ourselves. We are all selfish people. And again, it's something to think about. If you're into that kind of thing, to really dive deep into that, I hope you enjoy it. But I'm happy to be selfish right now because I'm enjoying this and I hope you are too. But also, remember that I'm almost 50 years old, right? I'm an old timer. And I've seen some things and I have recognized some things that I wish that I knew when I was way younger. And I already mentioned kind of one of them earlier, is that nobody is looking at you. Nobody's looking at you. Everybody's only concerned about their own self, their own image, their own goals, their own achievements. Everybody wants to fit into something, right? We all want to feel supported by other people. Sometimes people don't even think about what it is that what club they're joining. They just want to be part of something. Please don't be one of those people. But nobody really, and I hate it, it's the sad truth, unless it's like your good friends and your loved ones, of course they care about you and want to support you. But nobody else cares about anybody but themselves, right? I think we can all agree, yeah, I think that's true, because if I'm being honest, it's kind of how I feel. I want the best for everyone, but I care that I get what I need to get to fulfill myself, my goals, live the life that I want to live. If people want to be part of that, come on in. Let's do it together. If you don't, this is what I want for me. So, I know that I am not. It would take years and years of me working out to be in a position where I could do everything that I'm trying to do correctly and teach people how to do it effectively. But I think because I realize that nobody really cares what I'm doing because they're more worried about themselves, I'm not afraid to come on here and look like potentially an idiot doing what I'm doing. I don't care. I do not care. I'm trying to share something that I think is good with you, and I hope you're enjoying it and getting something out of it. You're certainly not intimidated by it, because you can see I'm not one of those people that's already at that level where it would be intimidating. It's not. Just get in here and do this stuff with me. But what I wish I knew earlier, again, is that nobody cares. Nobody's looking at me. They're only looking at themselves. When you recognize that, you really start doing things that you want to do. You stop trying to impress other people because you think that you need to do that to fulfill something for them to then give you like some kind of, I don't know what we're looking for. I think we all do it. I don't know what we're looking for when we do it though. You don't need anybody to tell you that you get a thumbs up or a thumbs down. You don't need that. You don't need that. So go do what works for you. Live your life. Care about yourself. That's what everybody else is doing. But since you have this opportunity, you have this knowledge now, start now. Start now. Whatever it is, whether it be working out, taking care of yourself, or chasing your dreams, whatever it may be, you're doing it for you. And so do it for you and enjoy it. Don't do it for anybody else. Nobody cares. I'm sorry. I know that that sounds really harsh, but I think the reality is nobody cares. So live your life. Do what you're going to do and enjoy it and be proud of yourself because you're doing it. You're living. And you know what? Just by doing that, just by living and really, really fulfilling yourself, you're going to be able to be a better person than everybody else because you're going to have confidence, you're going to have strength, you're going to have, I promise you, I'm old and I have experience. I shouldn't pretend that I have knowledge because I don't know if anybody's understanding what I'm trying to say right now. I hope you are. But just someday you're all going to fully understand what I'm talking about. And I don't want you to be in a position where you say, I wish I knew this earlier. I would have done more stuff in my life. I would have done more stuff because there was stuff I wanted to do, but I didn't because I didn't think anybody else would think it was cool. Don't do that. Don't do that. So anyway, I've gone on for way too long. I'm not going to do this every day. I say I'm not going to do this every day. But yeah, live your life for you. and enjoy it and be a good person to everyone else, of course, do that. But you're not looking for anybody's approval. Nobody is in a position to give you a thumbs up or thumbs down. Flat out, nobody. So do your thing. You are in a position to do that. Nobody else. All right, let's go. We got stuff to do. I really appreciate y'all being here. Thank you, and have a good day. Tomorrow, 7:45 a.m. Eastern time, same time, we're going to do it again. We're going to hit it real hard because then we got the weekend where we can just relax and hang out. And because we hit it hard, we're going to really appreciate just relaxing because we will have earned it. Right on. You guys are awesome. Thank you.